What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, hi, my name is Miguel, and as you can read it from the title of this video, I sold all of my NIO stock. And I sold all of that NIO stock with the intention of buying this particular stock that I'm going to be talking about in this video. But before we do that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on the video, it helps out my channel growth so much. And then comment what you guys think about this move. This is one of the first big moves that I have done since starting my dividend journey last year. But without any further ado, let's roll the intro. Now as always, we're going to go over the value of my portfolio for the week as well as my buys for the week. So hopping into my portfolio on Robinhood, as we can see, my portfolio value ended this week at $13,421.71. And then on the day, I'm actually down $61.15 or about 0.4%. And then as we can see on the week, I'm down $159 or about 1.18%. On the month, I am up $243.40 or about 1.85%. And then on the 3 months, I am still up $417.95 or about 3.21%. And then on the year, I am up $1,874.70 or about 16.24%. And then the all-time is going to be a little bit more than the year at $2,071.71 or about 18.25%. For those of you that aren't new to my channel, you know that I started investing about a year ago, and I have gotten a solid market return, as we can see, while also getting paid dividends on top of that and reinvesting those dividends to get more shares at a cheaper price, dollar cost averaging in, ultimately getting me to my $100,000 goal even faster. Now normally we would go over all the buys that I did do for this week, but I only did one purchase this week. So before going into that purchase, let me tell you why I sold NIO. So as we can see, hopping into my position on NIO, I had 5.20 shares and I was negative overall, about $70, but I sold my entire share in NIO. I sold that 5.24 shares, and that was an average cost of $38.42 per share, which gave me around $222. Now as we can see, hopping into NIO's 5-year range, I bought into them around December of 2020, around $46. My average cost was really high. Basically, I FOMO'd into the stock. I bought into NIO with the understanding that it was going to be the next Tesla, but as we can see over the past couple of months, it hasn't really panned out at all. But some exciting news came out about a stock that I was going to buy anyways, so I took the opportunity to sell all of my NIO stock and buy into this stock. Now, not only was I really negative on NIO, but they don't even pay a dividend. And I talked about this stock on my TikTok, in which I emphasized that this was probably the worst investment mistake that I made as a dividend investor. Not only do they not pay dividends, but I'm just overall negative on the stock. For me, it just made no sense to really hold on to this stock, especially when I can put that money elsewhere into a stock that I actually want, and that is also a competitor to Tesla. The stock that I ended up buying with the money that I got from NIO was Ford Motors. Now, I'm sure if you don't know by now, Ford Motors recently reinstated their dividend, which is amazing news for dividend investors like myself that had them on my radar already. As we can see from the 5-year chart, Ford Motors has been flying under the radar, relatively speaking of course, but I do think that they are going to continue to go up in price even more over the next couple of years. Now, as always, I gotta have my reasons for investing into this stock, and I'm going to share that with y'all. The first main reason why I'm investing into Ford Motors, of course, is their electric car lineup. The Ford electric car lineup is absolutely insane. Of course, they're going to have an electric Mustang. They've already had the Escape, and what I'm mostly excited about why I'm investing into this stock is the F-150 electric truck. This electric truck has been hyped up like crazy. Not only are they going to come out before Tesla and their main competitor, I think, Rivian, but this truck is supposed to have the exact same specs, if not better specs, than the Cybertruck and the Rivian truck. It gets me really excited because the base model F-150 electric truck is half the price of Rivian. I think Ford is going to make a lot more noise with this truck because it's half the price of both Rivian and Tesla Cybertruck, with essentially all of the same features. So that is the main thing that I'm really excited for with this Ford electric truck lineup. Another extremely important one in there is the Ford electric Transit. That's going to be helpful for businesses, and that's going to want to make businesses invest into electric vehicles. Companies like Amazon, UPS, any company that needs a big truck and can save money on gas are going to buy these electric Transits. But I think Ford is absolutely killing it with this all-electric lineup, and they're releasing all of these electric cars way before their competition. Now, the second main reason that I'm buying into Ford stock right now, it's because I do believe they have the potential to be a dividend aristocrat, if not a dividend king. So hopping into the dividend history behind Ford, they had been paying and increasing a solid dividend since 2012, until 2019 of course, when they cut it before the pandemic, with the exception of one quarter when they did bad and they had to cut a dividend a little bit. That was in 2017, as we can see down here. They cut it from 15 to 5, but went right back to 15. So essentially Ford has a redo and they reinstated their dividend with this quarter paying 10 cents per share. That's going to bring their dividend yield to about 2% right now, which is not too bad. I would rather them start low and increase over time. Like I said, if I play my cards right and if Ford plays their cards right, we could have a future dividend aristocrat on our hands. And with me buying a little bit of shares every single year as it's going up as well, by the time it hits that pristine status, I will have a lot of Ford stock. Or at least hopefully that's the idea. But as we can see, they've had experience growing this dividend yield in the past. I have a lot of faith in them increasing that going forward. And I'm extremely excited to own a dividend aristocrat since they first started paying a dividend on year 1. And then the third and final reason that I wanted to buy into Ford stock is because I did want to diversify my automotive section in my portfolio. The only other company that I have is GM, and as we can see, I'm up on GM a lot. I'm up about $65 on GM, or about 80%. I bought into GM with the understanding that they were going to reinstate their dividend, and they have reinstated their dividend, they just haven't paid one yet. So I want to have another good solid dividend paying stock in my portfolio that's in the automotive section that can ride closely along with GM. That is another main reason why I do want to invest into Ford stock, and I do think that it's a great idea and a great opportunity right now. So I bet you're wondering how much Ford I actually bought. Well, as you can see, I bought $230.12 worth of Ford stock. That $230.12 ultimately gave me 11.52 shares at an average cost of $19.97 per share. And as we can see, I made another rookie mistake. I did not dollar cost average into Ford like I should have. I was just really excited about opening a new position in my portfolio, and I threw all of my money in at once, and I am already negative $7 or about 3%. But like I said, I do believe in this company long term, so I'm not going to sell anytime soon. It just would have been a little bit smarter and give me more money in the long run if I would have dollar cost averaged, maybe if not throughout the day, maybe over the course of the entire day. It would have brought down my average cost, and maybe I wouldn't be down so bad right now. But ultimately, I'm not worried at all. I'm going to start getting paid dividends from Ford stock, and ultimately get more shares for a cheaper price so I can get more dividends and reinvest it back into Ford until it becomes a dividend aristocrat and possibly a dividend king. But that is the big news. I bought Ford stock with all of the NIO stock that I did sell. I also am keeping my eyes on the Rivian stock. It IPO'd last week, and I'm really interested in seeing how it does. I wanted to pick up a couple of shares of the Rivian stock, but ultimately it shot right up right away. But is it going to be the next Tesla stock? Who knows? I am going to keep Rivian IPO on my watch list, and of course I'm going to continue to buy more shares of Ford throughout time. Let me know what you guys think about this purchase down below. Should I have kept my NIO and just opened a new position in Ford? Am I right in selling all of my NIO for Ford? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And then lastly, leave a like on the video because it helps out the growth of my channel so much. And I'll catch y'all next week. Peace.